Hey guys, how's it going? It's August 7th, 2016. Actually, I'm gonna go. Normally, I would go on to. I'm on Entropia Universe's forum, but I'm not really into quote unquote their community so much. Only because I'm not too sure what's relevant anymore. There's some pretty cool stuff out there, like maps. There's all kinds of things. Of course, Rail RTS is my main deal. But I thought, well, let me see here. Do I have just fun stuff in here? I don't even know if I have a forum to post this on other than going in, yeah, fun and games, why not? Fun and games, why not? Let's post it here. Not to say that I need users or whatever, if somebody's checking out my channel or whatever, so I'm just going to post it here. Let's see, so Entropia Universe live stream. Just having a little fun. Having a live stream on what I'm doing in this while making a little money real on the side. So yeah, you heard that right. I am making a little real money on the side, and it's not anything to write home about, I guess. Well, I guess there's enough to write on the internet about it. So let me put the RTS stuff aside for now and focus on what's going on. I don't even know how this will show up because I'm going in between the windows right now. I'm actually, the last time I did an Entropia live stream, and I've done a few of them, usually I'm with my son. Now, my son's not here right now because he's 8 years old, he doesn't like going through, he loves the fact when we win a lot of money on it. I wouldn't say a lot of money, in terms of how much people can win in this, it's amazing because it's just crazy. Let me just go into the world for a second, and I'll show you if this works. I'm not too sure if it'll work right now. Whoops, that ain't it. So I'm gonna max that out. I don't know if this is going to show up on the live stream or crash. Sometimes this thing crashes on me when I do that. We are in what is currently our favorite hunting ground. And I may have said this before, maybe this is the first time you're checking out an Entropia Universe video and you're wondering, what the hell's all this stuff? You see this stuff going across the screen here at the bottom? Well, pretend you're in a casino for a moment. Have you ever been in a casino? No, you won't be hearing shooting. You wouldn't be hearing shooting and growling. you might be hearing a few drunks by the slot machines, but of course nothing's going on, and then some guy running through. Yeah, you wouldn't see that in the casino, I don't think. But this here, pretend it's like a global thing, and this is a massively multiplayer game that's been around for over 10 years. And that's kind of like the jackpot bells. Now you see these peds. These are pretty good peds. I haven't won that much. In fact, the biggest quote-unquote global was today, and I think it was about 80 ped. So it was bigger than this one. And I can tell you, my son and I were literally ecstatic. It's crazy because you can have a lot of fun in this game. It's not like a casino. It is like a casino, but it isn't like a casino because let me just show you how this works. If you haven't seen this before, I'm not with my son right now, so I'm just going to show you an example of a couple here. And I'm going to do a real quick example. What do we got for weapon sales? We got a lot, actually. Didn't I sell those? Oh no, that's .4. Never mind. This is what we left off with. Now, universal ammo, you can't not buy that. That's stuff that we actually made in one of our kills today. So Yeah, that's not the only thing we made because there was about, I don't know how much it was. I think it was mostly some type of material that can be sold on the market um, for a lot more than 100% of the trade terminal value. So I'm just going to give you a quick demonstration here, if you haven't seen it, because I don't want to go over the hunting part, and it takes a long time. You basically, what you do is you go up to the trade terminal, you buy. Well, let's do a hunt. Why not? Let's do a hunt, okay? And I'll make it. I'll make it 2/3 of what we have here, and we'll call it even at that. So around 60 peds right now. So let's do a hunt. This isn't. First of all, this is just the fun part of the game. And as I was saying before, we are in right now the location we are at. This is the whole world, right? You got teleporters. This is just one planet. You can go, if you go into space here, and I've been on this planet Rocktopia, for example. Here's Calypso right here, which is the planet we're on. But Calypso's one of the many different areas. Rocktopia I explored a little bit. I actually started there by accident. If you're a newbie, you're best to... I mean, I want to give Rocktopia all the credit in the world. It's a great place to go, but those are the gun turrets. We're protected in here. This is kind of like a protected zone, I guess, or a safe zone, or whatever you want to call it. So we are in a location on this continent here. We click that on there. It is called Osir? Osir? Yeah, I don't know how you pronounce it. Whatever. So, normally what I would do when I start a hunt is I would go to the trade terminal and I would operate it. And I would go in. As you can see, I have 211.72 ped. Now, I've put about $3,000 into this. So I can tell you right now that 211.72 ped, that's only $21.72 worth. Today, I won what would be the equivalent of about $10 US or 100 ped. That part went up a little bit, but it wasn't everything. Because you have a lot of materials, and I do have a materials list. In fact, I'll show you my locker. Let me show you my locker first, because usually this is where I put everything. Now, you can see I have all kinds of weapons. Some of them are no longer good anymore, and I keep them around because they have some type of value. This is where I make most of my money, is this. And you can see there's no value to it. Right? Projected weekly revenue 48.32 ped, and it is performing to that extent. It wasn't before the summer, and then they have something called a migration going on during the summer to try to promote use of the game, and they always have them in the summer. Now you can see a land deed. Right now today it's sold. Normally it goes like on the week it's goes 1,600, on the month it's gone 1,800. Over the year it's been at 1,700. So this month has been a little bit higher. It's been going up, and you can chart it. You can chart it just like anything else. You can go take a look at the chart over time. You can see it over since it's generated. And I'll see, there you go. There's the red. It just like bloop. It just keeps going up. Sales trends are going down. So there's not as many being sold. I guess that's what that means. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, sales. Yeah, you got your sales and your sales trend. But the markup is still going up. That's because they don't have so many. People are hanging on to them. So the value is going up. The supply is going low. And that just keeps going up and up. As you can see, over 2014 to 2016, you can see it is on a nice little trajectory. And I forget where I bought in on these. I think I bought in around here, somewhere around there. And Unfortunately, the crash of 2008, the real world crash of 2008 isn't here because I'd love to see how it performs in a real world crash. I'd love to see how many people have to, I'm kind of scared about that part too because I know the real world crash is coming. And I've talked about that before. So some of you might be saying, well, this is virtual. They can shut down this game anytime they want, and all that money you have invested is useless. Well, got a newsflash for you. So's your bank. And you're gonna say, well, no, there's an insurance thing, blah blah blah. Well, the insurance is underfunded. I don't want to get no conspiracy theory on you guys, but that's the truth. It's underfunded. And well, the government will protect you. Yeah, well, the government's pretty much. I'm in Canada, and I can tell you worldwide, the governments they're insolvent. But anyways, so this is good. That continues to go up, but where the real money's coming in is right here. So I got a 211.72 on the pet card. Well, okay, well, where the heck's the money, right? I've invested, and I say the word invested. I've played it as in having fun. I've played it as in quote-unquote gambling, and I've played it as an investment. And I can tell you that right now, I was silly at the beginning of this game, and I spent a little bit of extra money that I shouldn't have, and I mean spent as in lost it. But when I started getting a little smarter in this game, and I'm by no means the smartest person in this game, I'm still a level 7, level 8 newbie. I was trying to argue with my son today. I says, we're still newbies, buddy. He's like, no, we're not. I says, yeah, we're still newbies. There's people who've been playing this for 5-10 years. And, 80 or 100 pet on a hunt is nothing to them. So, yeah, I feel like doing a hunt. Why not? Let's do a hunt. But anyways, before I show you that, here's the Ped Flow Center. And this is important to see. Now, right now, I did do a transfer today. And that was just to get some more of my funds. But as you can see, every week, I'm getting more value. Here was a really good one in July. July 11th. I thought the 4th. This is where it really started going. Because when you're looking back, when I first started, I started with little small ones, right? And then I got into the bigger ones. That's because I bought more right here. I bought a little at first just to see what it was going to do. And I mean, that's like 30 cents a week. Here, you're looking at about $4. If you're not too sure what a pet is the currency that you use in the game. And 10 ped is equal to $1 US. It's pegged to the US dollar. So I've invested about $3,000 US into this game. I have most of it right now. I can tell you that right now. I have most of it. I'm not exactly sure how much, but I would say I probably have about somewhere between 95 and 99%. I'm actually catching up back to my break-even point from where I started and did stupid things. And like today, I won $10 US, and that's counting all the ways they make money and all the other. There's ways they make money, and you got to play the game. So that's. And I don't mean you have to go and play and hunt. You don't want to hunt. You can just go in here and do all this. I prefer to do both. I prefer to have fun, and there's so many ways you can make money in this game. It is, and I mean, don't give up your day job, okay? If you give up your day, unless you have a lot of money, and you're gonna have to have a shitload of money, basically, in order to give up your day job. And if you have that kind of money, you don't need a day job. You can go and have fun with this all you want. If you have that kind of, I don't know. I'd go. Even real estate's kind of risky right now because it's in a bubble. So what do you go into? You can go into all kinds of things, but bottom line is you got to diversify. I'm into all kinds of different things in the real world too. So this is just one of the many things that's in my portfolio, and I'm probably going to be adding more to it. I got a full-time job, so I'm not relying on this. This is just extra. Like, here you go, like 5. Those are just Calypso revenue. That's just money that's coming in while I sleep. It's like how a bank account was supposed to work. Except what that is equal to is about 10%. Because when you think about it, I own 15 of those Calypso land deeds, which I certainly did not pay 1900 on, but I paid somewhere, I think I paid 1750 if I'm not mistaken. I think I bought them in at around 1750, let's say. But I mean, there's some that have been selling today at 1903 because, you know, demand's good. And I mean, over the decade, there's 104,600 have been sold. So 68 this week, 290 for the month. I don't know if that includes the last 30 days always, or what the heck they do with that, to be honest. But you know, that's the cool part when it's in your background. Now I'm in my storage facility. That's where I have the land deeds. I got my basic. This is your basic shirt that you come with it. I got a little piece of armor here. That's cool. Like I said, I have all these guns, and I got attachments that I don't really need to carry right now. This is just extra stuff that's sitting there, and it's worth money. If you bought it at a trade terminal, which I didn't, I bought those with a little bit of markup. The thing is, if you bought it at markup, you should be able to sell them at markup, as long as you don't buy them stupidly. If you buy them over the market value, and do stupid things because you're greedy or impatient, you're going to lose that markup. If you buy them at a decent value, then you're okay. Now see, some of these are gone. See, I got tiers on these. This is why I keep these, and I'm still trying to figure out why the hell I have to keep these, if it helps tiering them up. I don't even use these right now. That's not even the one I'm using, but anyways. Look at this, all this crap. I mean, this is stuff that I win on hunts. They're all merged together. I'll show you a list later on of what all this stuff is. But I can tell you right now, in my storage, I got about 900 PED of material. That's just material. That's not talking about the fuel in my vehicles and the value of the actual land deeds. Because the land deeds, let's say they're at 30,000 right now, 30,000 PED or so. I don't know if they're that high. I mean, I could do a calculation real quick. Oh man, 1750 times. So yeah, I actually I'm I just realized I'm actually ahead. I didn't realize it until now. We've been playing so much. I haven't been doing the accounting lately. I'm actually ahead of the game now. I'm pretty damn sure I am. I got like 900 PED in value, and I'm not even talking trade terminal value. I got 900 PED plus the 1750 times that by 10. That's 17,500. 25,000. So 25,000. That's 2,500. Yeah, I'm at about 3,000. Quit shooting! Oh, somebody's running away from something. So he had a whole mob of them chase him. That is funny. What's going on? Where is it going on? Somebody was being attacked by about 20 of them. This is funny. Okay, so yeah, I'm ahead of the game. Never mind that 99%. Let's just say I'm at about 100 and something percent. And I've been playing this game now for probably half a year. So let me show you the fun in this game. Why do my son and I do this a lot? And I don't know if I'm going to get a global on this or not. I'm just going to do the fun part here. So, like I said, normally I go to the trade terminal. I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm just going to go with, let's just go, forget the storage terminal. Okay. I had to think of what I was doing here for a second. So I'm going to equip this gun. I think I'm okay. I think I got everything equipped now. Yeah, usually I start off at around 800. So let me just think. 816. I'm going to go down to 1600 on this, which will be roughly about 20 ped, which is what a normal hunt is. So I'm going to go down to about 1600 on this, and then I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to come back. You have to have discipline in this game if you're going to play. You have to have discipline. So what's going to wear down on you? What's the costs involved in hunting? Well, you have this. And what that is, it's telling me is I got 2,443 shots. Now, I am not going to use all that. This isn't even a ped. This is stuff I already have. I've earned it. I've converted it. All that other stuff. It's there. What's going to wear down? Well, this is going to lose its value. We were at... I don't know what the heck we were. I think we lost like 2 ped on a hunt of 20 ped today. I think we lost 2 on this, but things that will start wearing down on you is your armor. You gotta fix that. The attachments to the guns, you'll have to fix those. So let's go out. There's a whole whack. I like going at this location. I like going east. So maybe I'll head this way. I usually like going east. And there's other people here, and some might want to team up with us. Maybe they're viewing the live stream. I highly doubt it. I'm not that popular. I don't care. I'm not doing this to be popular. I'm just doing this to show you what I do, and yeah, if it catches on, great. I'm not going to edit. I'm not going to try to make money on YouTube and all other garbage. I just don't have the time for that. This is my fun. So, like I said, I'm going to go down to 1600. I'm not going to do any more. So I'm looking. Oh, there's a 5. Let's shoot at him. So I just hit 6, right? So he's going to come after me. Now, what I used to do is go backwards to try to evade him. It really doesn't matter, because once they catch up to you, going backwards isn't going to help, so I just do that now. And there's, see, that 8.1 is a loss of hit power. You'll automatically regenerate some of it. Now, most of my globals, today the global that I got, and a global is, like I said, these things that come here. These are like the jackpot bills, and hopefully I get one today, because I really want to show you some of the excitement. That's a fatal. When you see that little skull and crossbone thingy. And somebody else is coming after me. So this isn't your typical casino, but hey, whatever. Hit the 5, and I got crap. There's some stuff that's worse stuff, but not really. Everything, here's the thing. Level 3s, the higher the level you go is higher risk, higher reward. So you play to your ability. Let me show this. I had this closed off earlier, my progress meter. You'll see these start upgrading, and they'll start flashing, so you'll see the progress as I go through this hunt. Now again, I'm going to be disciplined. I'm going to stop at 1600. That's a lethal on me. Not good. Especially from a dork like that. And I just got a global! That wasn't a big global, but that was like $1 US. A little level 3! Jesus, Murphy. Well, that's good. Now, that's nothing compared to the 80 global I had earlier on a level 5. But hey. So, that's the fun. Now, you notice my voice raised suddenly because I had that, and I was just like, yeah, right on. I am going to go through the financial boring side towards the end of this video. So if you don't like this boring hunting stuff, fast forward, double my speed, do whatever the hell you want. I don't care what you do in this video. You can thumbs it down for all I care. I'd appreciate a thumbs up and a share, though. Get it around. And I'm still a newbie in this, but I think I figured out quite enough about this to be happy enough. There's a break-even point of how much wear you have on your guns and how much you have I'm going to zoom this in one. This is your radar. I like to zoom it in one because then I see who's really active near me. 6 is set for auto shoot right now. Or that is auto shoot. You can change, you can adjust these windows any way you want. It is a very... It's not the most intensive graphics out there. I understand that. Doesn't have to be. Some people complain, oh, there's crappy graphics. I don't care. Monopoly is Monopoly. I mean, a lot of people still like to play Monopoly. They don't need beautiful graphics. My main thing is Run 8 Train Simulator. It's not the best graphic thing out there, but it's the most realistic. Now, is this realistic? No, but this is probably the closest to a casino that is actually kind of fun. I've always thought Monopoly, well, they have Monopoly in casinos. I was playing Wheel of Fortune in an arcade the other day just to win stupid tickets. To get prizes for, you know, useless prizes for my kid. He liked them. He hasn't even opened it, though. It cost me $20 Canadian, which is about 25 US these days. $20. Down Niagara Falls, Ontario, which is just next door to me. And, oh, we had fun that day because we wanted to get out of the house. He wanted to stay in here and play this all day. I said, no, we're not going to play this. We're going to get out and we're going to get some fresh air. And we ended up going, you know, it was a really hot day, so it was really hot in here. And we did find air conditioning. And, of course, those were the arcades. And, you know, Clifton Hill is a huge money trap, basically. It's a tourist trap. It's okay. I mean, it's fun. It's this street of fun, they call it, in Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls, Ontario is a fun place to be. It is. But I've lived there all my life. I lived in Niagara Falls for most of my life, and then I moved to St. Catharines. Maybe somebody else is shooting over here. And you know, sometimes you'll hear explosions. There's something called explosive projectiles. On level 4s, these are ones I find I can handle the best. As I was saying before, you have to have a trade-off between risk and reward. Now, there's another guy really close to him that's probably going to attack me. There he comes. See? I'll go to that risk and reward thing in a minute. I just have to concentrate on these guys. There was a time where our skill couldn't handle these guys. They just couldn't. Now we got 2 guys. And I don't have to use... There's things you can use to get your health up and all this. Another level 3. You gotta click on them so that you're set against them. The greens in the radar, those are other people. Orange are service things. So yeah, risk and reward. These level 3s, every now and then you'll get level 2s as well. If you can kill these fairly easy, not too easy, you don't want to have it too easy, but fairly easy to where they're not going to take a lot out of you, then what happens is you can actually go after. Let me give you an example. If these were a bunch of level 6s, minimum, I would have to be doing something called frapping. Frapping? Yeah. That doesn't sound right. That sounds like I'm doing video recording. I can't even remember what the hell it's called now. I use it every now and then. It's so bad because I barely use it anymore. Somebody's here. I see him in the radar. Is he behind the tree? Okay, I'm not worried about him then. I'm gonna go see him. He looks like fun. Ooh, he's level 5 too. Now here's the thing. See, I gotta watch my health. My health is okay right now. I have a device that heals me. Oh shoot, that guy from behind. I don't trust that thing on my left, whatever that is. And he's coming for me now, you bugger. Where was he? Behind the tree? Oh no, he's stuck in the tree, I bet you. Oh no, he's not. He's coming right at me now. He's not stuck anymore. Now remember what I said. I was going to stop at 1800, right? Now, there's going to be a little bit of a bonus stage here in a moment here, though. I forget what we won in the global. but it's going to increase the amount of our hunt. Wow, I got 3 now. Oh, this is cool. As long as there's no level 6. And if not, I can run back to the turret and everything will be okay. I'm watching my health, though. This level 5 is, I think, the most dangerous. I'll have to assess the situation in a moment. Gotta really watch. Come on. See, these take a while to kill, these dudes. Level 4? What are you? Oh, another level 5? This ain't good. Alright. I'm going to run the mummy before I get killed here. This is the advantage of being near a turret. He might even kill me here, which is fine. What I'm doing is I'm trying to protect my armor. There's the turrets. Goodbye. Now, you might be thinking, okay, well, why'd you waste these guys, right? What happens is you can't loot these guys once you're in the turret. Once you're in the turret, and I'm gonna let myself naturally heal here. It takes time. The other thing you can do is go after lower levels. But what I did right there was I didn't shoot anything against those guys. Now, unfortunately, I had 3 guys attacking me. So I did want to finish off that level 5 that I had started. What I could have done, if I ran to the turret and I already used stuff on him, what would have happened is it would have been a waste of my ammo. It was already dangerous as it is, taking this much damage, because that goes into decay of your armor. Okay? When you have armor decay, you have to repair it. So that's one of the expenses that you have in a hunt, besides your ammo. Now, like I said, there's going to be a bonus stage here. But you can see this one right here, the BLP. If I hit that, that wasn't there originally. If I hit that, you can see there's where most of my income was. So this is a 20 ped hunt that I'm going to use 20 ped worth of ammo. I've already got 8.59. Now don't worry, there's going to be some expenses too, but at the same time, I also have these things. Let me demonstrate one of them while we're waiting. We're at 2170 right now. Watch this up here. This is something called shrapnel. In shrapnel, you can convert to ammo, which will be universal ammo. This is the 2170. You will collect these you will loot these creatures and you will get them. So I'm going to convert this to ammo. Now watch my 2170 is going to go up, and watch this upper left hand corner. So I convert to ammo, and you can see I'm now up to 2335. So I'm a little bit further away from 1800 than I originally was. And my universal ammo, that was 3.97 ped worth. So that is direct income, because that's stuff you can use towards your hunt to possibly do other things. Now this guy here, sometimes you get some of this, and I'm up to 1.92 ped, so I got a little bit of that to spend as well. Unfortunately, what'll happen is we'll get to a point where I'll have to call that quits. So what do we got here? I might go a little bit lower, but I'll analyze that. Actually, I'll sell it off. I won't even get into this today. I will sell this just like I'll sell it. And the thing is, you can sell it to the train terminal, because you buy it and you sell it the same thing. It doesn't matter. So let's say, for example, you only have 30 minutes. And this is what happened. My son and I, we set a time limit today. We couldn't even get through the full hunt. Had we got through the full hunt, what we could have ended up doing is we could have made a lot more, or we could have lost a little bit of what we won. Okay? So as you can see, my energy's coming up now while I explain that part. One other thing I'll mention before I go out and attack these guys again is when you're repairing your armor, the reason why you want to have your armor repaired is because the more damage you get to the armor, the more useless it is, and you're going to get hurt more, which makes sense, right? So it's really good when it's 100%. When you start losing, when it starts being damaged, it's almost like wearing a shirt. It's not going to do you much good. Even though it might be worth a lot, it's really good when it's in good conditions. So you don't want to have a prolonged hunt. That's why you have to use the discipline. You have to set yourself some boundaries and say, okay, I want to spend a 20 ped hunt. Now a 20 ped hunt, if you're fighting bigger creatures, might go a lot less. For some people, I know there's some people who are a lot more experienced than me. They will put 100 ped in the hunt easily. Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose a little bit, but they maximize their gains and minimize their losses. All about good investing, right? And you might say, well, how does this game make their money? This game makes their money on people who are stupid. And I've been stupid in this game, okay? We all have. Some people, though, you know, greed does a lot of things to you. And if you get too greedy, or if you get too impatient, you're going to get in these situations where it ain't going to work out so well for you. I'm going to go with this level 5 again. I want to go east, actually. Never mind him. I really want to go east. Well, he is towards east. What am I talking about? Okay, fine. Got to get far enough away from the turret because you don't want him to die, so let's start off with him. So yeah, you don't want to prolong the hunt too much. At some point you want to just say, okay, usually the ammo you put in will determine how long your hunt's going to be. But like I said, we want a lot of shrapnel, as well as other things in that big global we had earlier today. Now, the global you saw earlier was nothing. That was an exciting little global. I'm glad I got to show you it early on. Okay, because it's a long video, and I know you guys have lives too. I get it. I have lives. I don't want to go around and edit videos all day. I don't care about, you know, YouTube's YouTube. Do I want to be popular enough to have people like my videos and enjoy them and share them? Yeah. Do I want to help people? Absolutely. Yeah, see that guy, there's a level 5 that did absolutely nothing. Actually, they can, Nova fragments are not worth anything. You gotta get a lot of them to do anything. But, how's this guy doing? Yeah, we'll go for the 4. But that's the risk and reward right there, in a nutshell. Because it takes you more to kill those things, the higher levels they are. Then you get into yourself a situation like I got into where you got a whole whack of them coming after you. It's not fun. Now keep in mind, 20 ped, that's worth $2 US worth. We won 100 ped earlier today in a hunt. We had an 80 ped global, which is $8 US worth, plus $2 in additional profit. That's including the losses, so we got a lot more into it, but we had to, you know, a little bit of wear on the armor, a little bit of wear on the gun. Speaking of which, I forget what I started with the gun today. Was it 12? I think it was around 12. That wasn't too bad. You just take a look at the gun right now. Yeah, it's right around that mark. I don't think I was... I think I started around 12. I haven't really had much wear on the gun. I haven't done much yet, so... Oh, I hate those. See, you gotta know your creatures, too. And that thing is a pain. That thing does a lot of damage to you, and they don't pay off well, I find. And, of course, we got a 6 beyond him. Awesome. I don't like those goofy things. I just don't like them. How's this guy doing here? Yeah, fine. I'll do a 5 here. Uh-oh. I think somebody's coming after me. Another guy. Oh, maybe not. Remember, I'm zoomed in here, so they're moving a lot quicker on the radar. that's one of those. I hate those. Stay down there. They're like merps, except they're a little bit deadlier. Actually, they're not as bad as merps. He's gonna go play somewhere else by the looks of it. That's good. Not really that great. Who are you? Yeah, okay. You look like fun. And you can see it's going from light to day. There's like a day-night cycle here, so... So you got about 400 now more shots before we... Of course, we're going to have more bonuses because we'll convert more shrapnel. Then we'll see how we made out. It's the first hunt I've done without my son for a while. I was just telling him today I never hunt without anybody. Which is really true, but I'll show him this one on YouTube. Where? Okay, I know there's somebody else down there. Yeah, I hear you. I know you're around. Problem is he's below the hill and I don't want to... Oh, there you are. 4? Okay, yeah, I know you're coming to get me. I don't want your buddy, whoever your buddy is beside you. That's the thing, you don't want to get... See, I'm up about 75% health right now. You don't want to get yourself ambushed. And I used to back up while I shoot. I just stopped doing that. Really, the 2 lethals in a row. Nice. I do have a damage amplifier in. They're pretty cheap. You can see my skills are going up too. That's the other thing too. Through this progress, you'll see skills. My laser sniper, level 7. That's going to go a little higher. I won't even talk about those. You'll see those pop up as we're going through. Okay, what is below here? It's you. Ah, little 2. Little 2, how are you? I like 2, especially when you're trying to recover your energy. This is why they say, you know, go for the lower levels. Risk and reward, you're not going to risk as much. And I see that's still okay for level 2 because you didn't shoot that much, right? And he didn't do too much to you. So it's all okay. It's all good. I can use my sights here. Ooh boy. See, now we got 2 level 5s, right? That's not the... That ain't him. What the heck? What is he, behind the tree or in the tree? I don't know where he is, and that's scaring me. I'm going for you instead. Until that guy pops out. Because I don't know what I'm dealing with there. Sometimes they get trapped inside the trees. It's really weird. Not good. Alright. So let's move on. I don't like those 2 level 5s there. Unless one's coming after me, then I'll have no choice but to face him. Yeah, he's cool. Oh! One's after me, right behind me. Bet you it's a 5. Okay. See, I'm getting surrounded. I don't like that. What happens is these guys will spawn, I like heading to the beach, getting out of this little path. The beach I find is pretty good. We've got a lot of globals on the beach for some reason. Just seems to be a lucky area for us. Sounds weird, but... Okay, let's see. Who are you? Oh, you're a 4. As long as your friends from behind you don't come bugging us, because they're pretty close. A little too close for comfort. I got one behind me, 2 in front of me. I would rather go behind me if he's not too bad. They're getting closer. They're not attacking me yet, but they're walking this way. I don't like that. Which means probably one of them's going to come after me. Once he gets annoyed enough. Like right now. Hi, buddy. Welcome to the party. And you weren't worth it, but hey. I have to fight my way out of this one. And here comes the other 5. Oh boy. Now it's gonna get fun. That's not good. I'm gonna have to run after this guy here. If I don't die first. Now, dying's not a bad thing, because you can come after him later. Just gotta remember where to find him. It's not the end of the world. When you die, you recuperate. You just gotta remember where he was. Probably the best way to do that is to put a waypoint on the map. I didn't do that in that case, so I'll show you this little trick here. So we're up here. There's a guy who's using the auctioneer there. I won't bother with the market right now. There's other videos on YouTube about markets and stuff like that and how you play it. Okay, we're going back east again. I'll show you the device that I was talking about, and this is where I'll show you where everything wears down. Okay. So in the tools here. The one that I'm currently using, oh, that's a Terratech. That's for wood harvesting. That's for repairing vehicles. FAP, not FRAP. FAP. Okay. So you can see that's 2.67, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with, up here I got number 7. I'm equipping it, and then I'm going to hit the 6 to auto-use it. Well, I even have an enhancer slot for that. Maybe I should consider using that sometime. Now, I could have done the smart thing and not use it and just use time. But instead, you know, time is money, I guess, is the thing. So, what happened there, instead of that, so 2.67, let me close that and I'll show you. Because that's how you have to refresh it. Watch the value. So that cost me 0.07 PED, which is almost, it's 7/10 of a penny USD. Not much. Not much to worry about when you're spending $2 US a shot for a hunt. Not even spending a penny. It's okay. Okay, so that's him. But that's what you have to consider when you're doing that. If you're gonna use that thing, some people use those things quite a bit, and you know, more power to them. But it's an expense, right? And some of the bigger prey out there are the ones that pay off more. Again, it's risk and reward. So back to my gun here. I'm at 2016 now. I'm gonna probably have a hard time finding my original level 5. There was 2 of them together. if I'm fortunate, what I'll do is I'll go through this area and I'll find a couple guys that are together. Let me minimize that for a second. Okay, now I'm back onto the so what I'm using is the widest angle view, zoomed out the widest, just to see. I think that's the tree where everything was hidden. That wasn't him. No, he might be in that area though. Yeah, I'll go after him since he's here. Now the bonus is if you've already attacked him, now somebody else may have came around and killed him. I don't know what the rules are in that, but if they're anything more than, if you find one and they're less than 50%, you ain't gonna get anything from it. Okay, so I got about 200 head before I'm gonna have to convert. This guy's thinking about coming up after me too. And there's actually another one down there. Oh boy. Well, this is gonna get interesting again. I think there's one on me right now. Besides him. We'll see. Yeah, there's two attacking me. No panic. If it was two level 6s, I'd be concerned. See, one just spawned. So now what you want to do is at least back up a little bit, just to stay out of that area. Not bad, not good. Okay, you're just a weak little level 3. Oh, I see where they are. Remember I had a level 5? Right over there. Betcha that's one of them right there. I gotta sneak around and get them. Problem is, now I gotta be concerned about this. Level 3s aren't doing much damage. Problem is, you got to be careful when you're even near 2 that are close, because then all of a sudden one starts spawning and that didn't give me nothing. So let's just see here. I'm gonna see if I can. Well, great, he went behind a tree, which doesn't help much. That ain't him either. Great. Maybe that wasn't him. Or they broke up. Dang, a lot of level 4s. Well, I'm gonna get in trouble for standing here pretty soon. What are you? Ah, you're a 3. But we're in a pretty dense part here. But at least the 3 buys me a little bit of time. Again, my armor could be getting a little weaker as well, so even the 3s are going to start coming after me a little bit harder. Now I got 2 close together right there. If I can't find them, it's no big deal. They tend to move around quite a bit too, so bad, but let's see about you guys. How are you? 4? That wasn't you. Okay. I don't want to mess with 2 4s. Really don't want to mess with another 4 at the moment, but... Or that 4. Well, I'm going to have to take one of them. I'll go with him. Almost at the... getting closer to the end of the hunt. Being by the tree helps. They can come around the tree, but generally, see one just spawned to the south, not to the south, yeah, about to the south to us. This hunt's almost over. And then I'll get into the finances. The boring finances. It's more fun playing the game. Just making money. Wow. There's still 2 more over there. That wasn't too bad. I like the 3 better, quite frankly, but yeah. You can see, like I said, the progress. You'll start seeing stuff move up. Start at 2.46, that's not a big deal. Start at 1192 at 1204. And these keep going with you. They build onto your character. So the more you play, the more your skills. Now, mind you, like I play a few times a week. A few hours a week, that's it. And even though we had the global early on, this actually could be a loss. Not a big loss. As long as you play smart, not too stupid. You want to have a gun that's within your limits too. You don't want to have a gun that didn't do much. I find too, if I had him global for a while, it seems like right around the end of the hunt is when they get good. All of a sudden I'll get a global or so. Oh, level 2. I like him. Do I have to... Oh, I gotta chase him. Well, at least I'm in the middle now. There's another player out there. Not bad for a 2. What else we got? We got a 4. We got my 3. 3. I don't like it when that music starts going crazy. Yeah. There's one behind me too I'm concerned about. Oh, this is my last one. I'll have to convert. See where I'm at. Nice. That didn't do nothing. Okay, let me convert. Converting shrapnel. See, now we've got another 142, so we're still good for a bit. Hunt's not over yet. But we're getting there. Come on. I saw you over there. Is that you there? No, that ain't you. Where are you? You in the tree? Or around the tree? I'm not even going to worry about you. You got buddies down here? Alright, what we got? I'll go with the 3. And I have had my fair share of globals on 3s. And right around this area. seem to do pretty good in this area. Don't know why, but... I don't know if it has to do with just that not enough people hunt as far away from the turrets. That didn't do anything. Alright. Still picking... Oh, there you are. Let's see, I'm still picking up one there. That's weird. Another 3. And the sun's coming up. I'd like to get one more global to end it, but beggars can't be choosers, so we'll take what we can get. Not bad. Yeah, 4. There's one right behind him, too. May have to run. You can drown them, too, when you're near the water. As long as there's not any, because sometimes there's deadly fish out there that'll come after you. So turrets is one way of getting rid of them. You can also drown them. But they don't drown right away, so you gotta swim for a little bit. So if it gets really bad, that's another reason why being around water is a good thing. As long as the water is safe. Not all water is safe. Not too bad. Alright. Oh, there's one right on me. Right on my butt. He isn't attacking me yet, though. I think he's going to now, though. Yeah, he's attacking me now. Oh, wow. Got one spawning right to my right. This should be interesting. It's getting deadly here. Not bad. Oh boy. What do we got here? We got a 3 and a 2. Well, I'll take the 2 first. Just because he's easy to kill. Oh boy. I'm watching my energy real carefully here now. Not bad for a 2. Still okay, but I'm going to have to convert one more time. Come on, give me a global right at the end. Not too sure if I made a profit on this one, but I had fun anyways. Alright, let's see. Do I have any more left? Yeah, maybe time for one more. Do I want the 3 or do I want you? I want the closest one. I guess that's you. Right at 1800. Got a little bit more shrapnel. Weapon cells too. We convert this to ammo. That's good enough. Alright, so now what I do is I'll go onto the map. See, I'm a little ways away. Just click on that. Add a waypoint. It will tell you where to go. 200 meters that way. Here we go. And there's stuff going to be in the way. You can go try to go around them. Or try to go through them, whatever. Some will come after you. You got plenty of energy. Got to get up the hill anyways, so... One's on me, at least. Space is the jump. Yeah, I got one on me. Got two on me. Three on me. I think that's it. Alright. There's the waypoint. Disappears. So, I always start off with the repairs. Ammo, we know we went with 20 ammo this time around. I start off with the repairs. Not a whole lot of loot too, by the way, just looking at it. But that's okay, we'll see how it goes. I take the gun off and I unequip it. Take out my attachments. I don't worry about the enhancers, not amplifiers. There's enhancers inside the gun. I'll show you. These things right here, weapon accuracy enhancer, they are not worth much. I went down to 10, so I'm going to take a 2-point loss on the gun. And as you can see, that puts us to 6. So I'll put that at 12. Let me just see what our armor comes to. So I take all the armor, throw that in there. Yeah, I'll put that as an 11, approximately. I round everything off, so 10 to 11, but we'll say 11 just for the hell of it. So we'll say it 11. So I'm going to repair all that. So you take the 20 in ammo, add 11, so you got 31. So 31 ped worth of stuff that you used. Everything repairs. That goes back. Alright, so keep 31 in mind. Now we go to the trade terminal. Now you don't want to sell everything. You really do not want to sell everything. Okay. However, what you want to do is see what's going on. First of all, go to the guns. You want to get rid of these things right here. So there's 5 right there. So that's good. So 14, 30, 31, even round that up to 15, let's say. 31, or just, let's call it an even 15. Okay? So now at a 15 loss once we sell that. 30, 31 we were saying? So yeah, let's say we're at an even 15 loss, give or take. So we sell that. Now we haven't gone into this here. So we see this, and that's only 8. So 7 ped loss, which is very small. That's 70 cents US, which is, it's very typical for an average. What normally happens, they say it's a 90% return. So in other words, most people on average will give up 10% of what they put into the game. The key on that is there's ways of playing smart. So you can maximize on your gains and minimize your losses. So with 20 ped, we put in 20 ped, we lost, what was it, 7 did I just say? 70 cents? So that's okay. I'm not too worried about that. And I find, like I said before, we've been coming up and things have been going good. So unfortunately, even with the global, and I had a funny feeling the global wasn't that huge, and we didn't get another one. We weren't really getting any winning. Today's global put us way over the top. So that's nothing compared to that. Hello there. Let's see. So we'll go to the storage. Unfortunately, I really wanted to show you a really good global. At least we got the one global in there, so that's good. So I merge all the stacks together. Okay, so that puts that together into our storage. I'm going to close the storage up. Now, I'm just checking everything else, making sure what we're at here. Yeah, about 43. Maybe it was even only 6 or 5 bed. Because I think we had a little bit more than that. Whatever. I don't care. Not worried about it. At this point, I mean, I'm going to start going into the finances and I'll show you. So, what we'll do now is I will get out of this game. Because I'm done with everything Entropia. I've showed you the world, I've showed you everything else. And I mean, this is... I'll show you this real quick here. I think I was showing you the world as far as what everything looks like. And, you know, places you can explore. There's planets you can explore. There's all kinds of things. We've been... lately we've been going all these green areas. They're taxable, but man, the loots, they're like, I mean, these are level 10s, 20s, 30s, all kinds of crazy things out there. Recently we've been exploring this area. You need a pill to go into that area. It's player versus player, which could be interesting or bad. There's a PvP zone up there. There's a few others over here, but there's a lot of exploring. There's a lot there. The scenery is limited, but I mean, I find it's attractive. I'm not worried about eye candy. I want substance, and this game has a lot of character. And for most part, most of you will probably look at that and say, okay, well that's boring. When all of a sudden you're in a hunt, and all of a sudden there's 80 ped or $8 US, and I've seen some incredible. Where's the Hall of Fame here? I can't find it. Oh, there it is. So if I go into the last 24 hours, there's somebody in hunting. This is just in the last 24 hours. You have right there. That's $1,422 US. That was done today, and there's a few of them. You know, they go down to $697. I didn't make the Hall of Fame, obviously. 80 ped ain't gonna make it. No way. But then you go all-time highs, and I don't know what that thing is, but that is 331,968 ped. So the all-time high right now, back in 2013, was a almost $33,200 kill. I don't know how much it cost to get that thing, so I'm sure there was some major firepower there. So Alan, freelancer, back in 2013 got that. Team Shared Loot, I've seen them. They seem to be doing a lot. So they're a team. I don't know what that team is, or maybe that's just a generic name. I have no idea, but there is a 2016 entry here. I think I saw. Yeah, okay. So back in March, there was a $13,825. Getting a Hoff before Kitty does. I haven't seen any more ones recently, but even the 100th all-time, that's $5,000 for an all-time Hall of Fame in hunting. And then there's other things too. There's mining. There's manufacturing. Killing sprees, which you can be the creatures. Stuff you find, I guess, or make, or mine, or whatever the heck that is. Researched item tiers. I don't know what that. Rare items. There's kills as creature. Killing spree. I don't even know what the heck some of that is, but it's out of my forte. So, anyways, I've gone through showing you what's inside the actual game. Now let's deal with the numbers. And I'll exit this. I'll stay right in the base here. Once I reappear, I'm back in. Okay. So, I'm going to go back into... What do I want to go back into here? I want to go back into this thing here. So you can see 907 PED is all the value of everything that I own. Now keep in mind, those Calypso land deeds, they don't have a value associated with them. I'm going to refresh this list right now. Hopefully I don't have to log in again. Good. So see there, I've lost 6 PED worth of items. Okay. Remember how I said that the hunt and everything was about, you know, what I lost or what I had gained going into it? Well, I was saying I think I lost about 7 PED. It says I lost 6 PED. Now I'm just trying to think if that's accurate. I guess it is. So, you know, you could figure it out in your head or do the selling and repairing and all that other stuff and come up with it. But at the same time, that's not accurate. Actually, sorry, that isn't. You want to do what I showed you originally, because what I didn't do, unfortunately, is I didn't get. I always forget to do this. This thing doesn't show you how much actual PED you have in your account. It probably does, but do I want to show this or not? I'm afraid to go into things that account deposits. I'm afraid to show this. Okay, so far so good. I don't want to make a deposit. Gold card security. I don't even know if I want to go into my account. I'm afraid to go into some of these things because it's like, because I'm live streaming, I mean, yeah, normally I could go in and I can edit this thing, but I'll go into that later. How about that? Let's just stay into this right now. Oh, transaction history. How about that? That sounds interesting. Let's go into the transaction history. All right. So as you can see, by looking at my transaction history, I started my first... Now, mind you, you can start playing this for free. You can get a free account. You can start playing all you want. I started this in March. So this is all the transactions I have made. I haven't withdrawn a cent from this game. And I could. You're allowed to. I have something that they ship me from wherever they're from overseas. I should know where they're from. I can't remember if they're Dutch or, well, whatever. But right there is approximately 30,000. Let me do my math here. 29,043, I think. 19, 12, 13, 14. I don't know. 29,050. Yeah, about 29,000. I don't know. I can't. My brain's not working today. So take away 50 from that. That'll get you 90,000. How about that? So 30,143. So 30,143 is $3,014. There's a fee in there. That's why some of the PED didn't go in. I tried a $3,000 deposit, so you got to keep in mind that the PED that goes in, that there's a bit of a fee. So that's what that's about. There's deposit fees. Like in this one, I probably tried for 200 PED. I probably tried a $20 initial deposit. So really, what I've put in is actually $3,000.20. So there's some fees here. So I should probably include that. But anyways, let me back out of this, and we'll go back to this. So when I look into all what's going on as far as the accounts, now I used to, like I said, I used to do a lot better management of oh, what's this thing here? Let me close this up. So I'm still hearing noise on my one of my speakers, or I don't know what the heck it is, but it sounds like it's making noise. It says I've been streaming for an hour 21 minutes. Okay. I'm not even sure if game capture will work. I never thought of that because I'm not too sure if monitor capture and game capture are two different things. Oh well. If it didn't work, I'll apologize later. I'll put a comment in where the good parts start. Try to find it. Yeah, there's game capture, there's game capture, and there's monitor capture. There's a few other different things. I was using a different program, but unfortunately they haven't been supporting their product. I'm not going to even mention them, but they haven't been supporting their product very well, and their streams were not very good, let's just say. So I went to a free system. A shareware system, not a shareware system, an open source system, and the one that I'm using right now is, I think I've probably shown you guys this before. It's Open Broadcaster. So this one works relatively good. I keep the frames at 30. You know, I'm not trying to produce world quality movies here. Animal muscle oil is a big one. You can see that's like 437 PED. Well, what I want to do though is I want to go through and calculate everything for you. So I think I have 200 some odd PED in value. So let's just start by going in, and we will. Where's my? Oh, okay. Here's my sheet right here. Now these are some of the percentages in the game, and I haven't been in to update them, unfortunately. So there might be a few things that really are inaccurate. So that's a lookup. So what I want to do is I want to insert. I'm going to insert a column here. I'm trying to find a better way to do this. It's pretty good right now, but I really want to deal with I think today's August the 7th. Okay, we'll just call it that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy all this over in values. And some of those red areas are stuff that aren't... this doesn't... The lookups don't 100% work because some of them don't sort alphabetically the way... OpenOffice likes to have it. So that's what that's all about. So I copy that over there. I go into Edit. I go into Paste Special. And what I want to do is not paste all. In fact, the only thing I want to paste is numbers. I don't even want to paste the form. I don't want to paste numbers. All I want to do is paste numbers. Never mind the rest of the stuff. Okay, here we go. So, now I'm going to go back into the capture, which I thought I was in, but probably wasn't. Maybe I was, maybe I wasn't. I don't know. So there's 97 items right there. So I'm going to copy that. Okay. Where am I here? That's not what I want. Okay, that's what I want. So what I want to do is I want to go into the capture for a second. Okay. So there's 97 items. As you can see, this had 86 at the time. So 86, 97. I gotta go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I'm going to insert these rows into here. Okay. And there's a reason for it. What is that? Equals the value of f. Oh, okay, that's the value. Never mind. I was like, substitute. Oh, okay, I'm substituting the word head for that. So now I'm going to go and paste them all. Okay. And there we go. So, if we go into, back to values, you can see the current animal muscle oil since, that's not August 7th. I don't know when that was. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know when that was. Let me change this to August 7th. Alright, fine. I don't care. I don't even know when this was. July something or other. How about question mark? Okay. So what happens there is it's going into the values. So what I'll do is I'm going to change this to cyan, just to realize that was the last one. Now again, these lookups, some of them are accurate, some of them can't find diddly squat, but we're going to try to deal with it. What happens is you go through and you see what's new and what's not. Okay. So I'm going to start with going through here on the capture. Yeah, and this is the problem, is you got to put in every one of them. So I'll start with a carrot at 19. Now mind you, this is one more, so the carrot isn't even on here. The carrot at 19 should actually be at number 20. Alright. Is that what it's called? A carrot? I don't know. Yep. It's got no value to it, but unfortunately I want to get that in there. So, but there's something else that came in there. Your Calypso Landied, bone sample. Let me start at 10. Animal thyroid oil. Okay, so number... shoot. I always get confused with the capture. Here, actually, you know something? How about we... I can't do that. I'll tell you what I'm going to try, though. Just to see if it still works. Okay. That way, I'm not losing. Adaptive fire rate is at 2. So now I'm going by the row numbers, right? And I don't want to put any text there. I just want to say, you know, leave that alone, basically. So I'll just leave it at cyan, just so it's the same, because it's always driving me nuts. So animal thyroid oil. Let's see how many items we're dealing with here. Wool is at 90. So the 97th one or the 98th column is row. So we got to find 8 things to add. I think we have some guns, but let's deal with the... We'll start with Aatrox. I go by 10. So Aatrox bone number 10 at number 11 is... That's what it is. So we were looking at Karut at 18. So it's not too far. Bigwig board, Lazar. So 2 basics, a Bigwig, and a Bazaar. Oh, okay. We got a few different ones here. Basic mineral extractor, basic stone extractor. Okay, mineral. Oh no, cloth. All right. Now I don't know the markup on these because I'm not. I actually exited the game, so I have to go back into the markets to find out what the actual markup is. So I put cloth extractor there. The other one was a mineral. All right. So Chikara is column 20. No, Karut's at 20. I think we were fine there. The 30th is Exosaur skin. That's what we're at. Okay. High-speed controllers at 40. High-speed controllers at 40. Aspen LRS1X1. Okay, so here's where it gets interesting again. So, Omegaton. I actually got oil for some reason. When did I take oil out? I actually have some oil sitting around? No, wait a minute. Or no, I don't have any oil. So the capture doesn't show anything for oil, even though I do have it. It's not there anymore. So that's why there's an extra value in there. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do. Nothing I can do about that. It's just not there. So, so how do I deal with that if a value's there and it's gone? Do I just get rid of it? Because oil's gone. Like I said, this is not... I'm pretty good at sheets and everything, but what we were dealing with before is we'd have values, but then sometimes you get rid of stuff, so it's no longer in the capture. So it's an old one. So I don't know what to do in this case. Do I want to just... I wonder if I insert one here, will it freak everything out? It probably will, knowing... It didn't. Doesn't seem to. So far so good, okay. So Megaton is at 8101. I assume everything's okay. Yeah, the 51's Omegaton 8101. That's correct, right? Rationalizer components at 60. So what I will do there, rationalizer component is at 60. Oh, I already see. Oh wow, I got all these buddies in here, right? Wow, this is getting complicated. Anytime I get something new, I'm gonna have to start marking it or something, or else I'm gonna lose So oil's gone for now. So what I'll do is I'll put that in here, because oil is gone. It is not part of my thing, even though I do have some. It's in my actual, all the oil I put into my vehicles. So that's what that's all about. So I am going to delete that. And I'm going to stick a red flag just with everything else. And see what I, basically did there, so. The problem with all these B101s too is they do actually have some value, at least some of them do. One of them certainly has value, the top one. The problem is I got a whole whack of them. I got a P2, I got a P4. The P4 was that weapon was really cool. I wasn't quite up to its level, but it was really cool. Unfortunately, there wasn't any more on the market at the time. I was having a lot of fun with that weapon, but like I said, there hasn't been anything on the market as of late. I'll have to copy some of these formulas as well, but I'll deal with that shortly. Now the problem with the P2 is I'm doing a lookup for a bunch of them. The current one's giving me 10.59. It is. This is where it gets. I don't know exactly how to get a good figure on some of these, because what's happening is looking up the value, and it's because there's so many of them. I can actually probably get away with doing some type of formula, because in actuality, I don't know why that went to 11. Okay. What the heck? Okay, I gotta see this. Why did that rounded? Well, this is working very strange. I don't know why that rounded. Let me copy this for a minute. No. Out of all of the ones, it decided to round off that one, and I'm not too sure why. See, I did a value of it. I don't know why it's actually, because that's the only play. I did it over here too. What the hell? I'm confused. Okay, let me copy this to this. Still not doing anything. Hold on a second here. No, I thought that might be it. That makes sense, but... Alright, wait a minute, hang on a second here. What the heck just happened? Am I delusional, or did I just actually fix it and I didn't notice it? Alright, let me just see if maybe I did fix it and I didn't even see it. Undo. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's what happened. Alright. Phew. I'm looking at it, I was like, why is that value so screwed up? And then I don't have values for anything else beyond it too, which is really weird. Well, I inserted a bunch, that's why. Okay. So as I was going back, let me go back to the gun now because I lost my train of thought. So you can see these have some values to them. I got one that's 3.29. I'm not too sure why I have one that wasn't totally done, but I do. P4 is done. They get to a certain level where you can't use them anymore, but they still have value. The issue now, normally I can stack stuff like this. For some reason I can't stack these guns, or I don't know how to stack them. I wish I did, because I believe you can stack guns. I don't know how, but what happens is they get a tier. So I started carrying a bunch of them, and then I just decided to bring them all in. But anyways, I'm not going to worry about that. There's a little bit of value left, but at least it's getting the top ones, so I don't care at this point. I just want to make sure I'm capturing all the new stuff, which really sucks because I have to basically go through every letter. It's not fun. This is why I don't like doing this part. I try to avoid this. My son, I would bore my son to death. So let me deal with all these first here. So 3, 4, 5, 6 W's. Let's go this way instead. So we have 6 W's? No. So we got a new one. Which shape is weapon cells? Something here. Oh, the weapon accuracy enhancer 1. We do have them. But we actually have other enhancers that we had in other guns. See there's a 4, there's a 2, there's a 3. So we have the accuracy. Yeah, right. Let me just insert 3 of them and shut up. How about that? And we still have those, I think. I think we have those. Yeah, because they're there. And a few of them are in my guns right now, but they're not worth that much, I don't think. So, not worth enough. Except, especially when you get into your levels, and then they'll have a markup with them as well, too. So that takes care of the W's. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a wheat clock. Weapon cells. Did I get rid of all my weapon cells? Yeah, which is fine. It happens. Weapon cells are sometimes in there, other times they're not. It depends if I cache them all in. In this case, it's still showing, but it's not there anymore. So let me just, I don't know, let me delete that. And I'll just put it as red for now. How about that? Does that sound good? And 1 is in the gun, so why am I still having it? Because it's not there. Well, they're in there. They're in the gun. They're actually in the guns. I got a bunch of them in the guns. I don't know how many I got in the guns. It says 0.1, but I don't believe it. Whatever. Doesn't have to be exactly perfect, as long as you got a good idea. That's the main thing. So, universal ammo, and then a bunch of V's. See, I got the Vivo Explorer. See, normally I carry some of these things too, so that's another problem. And why VSE is ahead of the other, I have no idea, but it is. Which really screws everything up. It puts these things ahead of that alphabetically. It drives me crazy because it really screws up the lookup function. Vehicle, Vibrant Sweat, Vivo Explorer. See, and I got Vivo T1A. I don't even know what the yellow, whatever. How about I just don't worry about that? Although vehicle, what is a vehicle RK5 L? Oh, I'm carrying it. Okay. I have a vehicle? An RK5? I don't even know what the hell that is. Where did I get that? Oh, man. I'm getting confused. What is that? I'm trying to think. I have a spear. I know I have a spear. I just don't know what is the RK5. Is that it? Is that one of my... Okay, whatever. How about I just put that in there and see what happens? Or I should have put it before the other one, I guess. Because this thing is really screwed up. This doesn't matter which way you sort it. It's the other capture that really screws it up. But man, I get so much stuff. It used to be easy when I only had a few things. Now I get so much stuff. So universal tier, 4 T's, 3. Oh yeah, now we got a whole whack load of S's. So how many does it say? We know we don't have the 50 anymore. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 S's. That sounds about right. Because the only one that's gone is the Sheer XR50. Right. Okay. Rocktopia shirt, rationalizer component. Oh yeah, I got some more goodies. Regeneration chip. That's a new one. That's a real interesting one. I don't know what the markup on some of these are, but holy smoke. Regeneration chip. Rationalizer component. Ah, dang, I didn't want to do that. Undo the copy. Sorry. That's better. So you got all our pixie armor. I'll just leave that alone because I know I don't have any more. Pitbull, 2 paints. Pitbull's another one of my vehicles, which is, doesn't really do much for us, for me anyways. I find I get more damage on the thing than anything. It's got a lot of armor, it's heavily armored, but they come attacking me, it's not as... So yeah, there's all the guns, and then we come back to the whole Nova fragment. Okay, let's just... Now see, it's summing everything up right there as 896. Okay. So it's summing up at about 896. What did our little thing say we were at? 897. So that's not bad. So that's a good sign then. So it's saying we're pretty much give or take, and it rounds it off or whatever. So that's fine. So now what I want to do is that's an old sheet. I'm not even going to bother with that. And again, this is a rough estimate, but it gives you an idea of where you are. I'm going to try to improve this at some point. I just don't know how I want to do it just yet. But I'm going to find a way how to do it. The week and the percentages, that's the market, the current markup value. What I want to do now, yeah, I don't have a markup yet for that. So what I'll do, if I don't have a markup, what I want to do is copy this, because that is going to give me basically a flat comparison. If I do have a markup, then I'll have to change that. But for now, I'm just going to put that in there, and I'm going to start adding things. Okay. And I know I have more guns than that. Why did it mark me up? Do I have that much markup? Wow. See, I pay for those markups. Anytime you buy one of these guns, you're paying for the markup. So if you're using it, and then, you know, you got to keep in mind that those are worth 18 peds. So you got to take in mind that you are, anytime you lose a gun, you're also, or anytime you have to purchase a weapon on the market, you're going to pay for that markup. So one of these weapons, that's not too bad. I mean, you're talking about 2 ped. It's not much, and you get quite a few hunts out of them. I would say about, you know, I'd say an average 5 to 10 maybe. What do we lose? 2 on that one. So yeah, you do pretty good. So nothing to worry about there. Regeneration chip I'm going to put in there. Some of the things that we no longer have, like that shear is done, I take it? Did I get rid of it? Did I get rid of the other shear? Yeah, okay, never mind. I must have got rid of that shear back at then or some reason, or I ran out of it or something, and I don't know what happened. Probably put it back to the trade terminal. I have no idea what this vehicle RK5 is. When did I pick that up? Did I pick that up tonight? I have, honestly, God, I have no idea what that is. It's kind of cool looking. I gotta go see what that is. I'm all excited about that now for some reason. You know, could be a new toy, could be new vehicle. I don't know. So, okay. So my ped balance. These are estimates. That's why I think it's in purple. Income from CLD. You know, at that point, I've already got my income. It's just I'm not, I just want to make sure that I'm doing this right. That's my ped balance. So I've already incorporated my income. So I'm going to delete that. Okay. I think I did that okay. See, something ain't right still there. Okay, my total object value. Yeah, something ain't right there. Because it says my total object value is about 1,000 ped. Oh, wait a minute, the land deeds. Where's my land deeds? I don't even have them on here, do I? Oh yeah, okay, I have them over here. Alright. So yeah, at 1840. And I'm multiplying that automatically by 15. So that's what that's all about. I just want to make sure that I've incorporated the ped value right. I don't think I think I have a little bit more than that. I forget how much I have in it. Let me just go back into the game for a second, and I will get an actual value for this. Okay. That way, this isn't an estimate. Okay. Be right back in a second. Go back. I can't go back into the game because I've already exited, and then I'll have to sign on, and then you'll see my password and my account and all that other stuff. So, nah, you're not going to see it. Let me put that up there. I'm going to put this as an estimate. I'll say I'm around 250. Okay. Now I don't have all the markups. Weapon cells. I think I have everything. I might be missing a few other things. I'm not sure. My Calypso land deeds are in there. I thought I figured out I was over 30,000 ped. But I'm not 100% sure on that one. But anyways, one thing I do definitely want to show you in comparison here, if this makes any sense. You can see this is changing. This fluctuates a little bit. Here, is this including the markup? No, it's not. So see this right here. My total USD value, and that's, I believe, yeah, that's off the PED, is the object value, which is not, oh man, does that include markup? I'm not too sure. No, it isn't. This is also including objects that aren't, there's another object in here, but let's just say this is a little bit screwy. Head balance is at 250. I'm not too sure about that object value. Again, the way this chart, it's not 100% perfect, so in some ways that looks a little too high, but then this over here looks a little too low. So I don't trust either of the numbers. But let me just how about we do this? Let's just play around here for a second here. And we'll do a rough estimate. So it says we have 897 PED is our value, and maybe I have to start putting that in there. But let's just, for the sake of, I'll put a value of 897 in here. Okay. There might be missing something here. Let me see if everything's okay in the capture. I think it is. It looks like it is. I want to make sure some of my formulas are right. Looks like everything's okay there. You know, making sure that everything's copying over. Of course, there's some things where it's not, but 896 is according to what I have. Now, it's not counting the fuel. It's not counting. I'm just trying to think of the things it doesn't count. It definitely doesn't count the Calypso land deed, or my cash, or my pet, I should say. Sorry. Income, I put that back to 0 because last I checked, I transferred it all to my pet balance, and I thought I was around 250. Maybe I'm a little bit higher. I'm not too sure, but I think I'm around 250. So let's just say total object value 897. 250. I'm going to go with the Calypso land deed and see what that says. You see right there, that says 27,610 if you take the 1840. Now it's going as high as 1900 right now, but let's just call it at that. I'll go with 27,610. And I'll put it into this one here. 26,000. What the hell was it again? I forget where the number was. Oh, it's a big number. 27,610. Okay, 27,610. Okay, so according to that, that should be where I'm at. So if I sum those, I think I've done everything. Head balance, income from the CLD. So I'm going to sum these two here. So maybe I am a little bit down still, which is okay. Got to remember too, there was a learning period. Trial and error. It's trial and error with this, obviously. Oh yeah. So it's saying I'm at 2918, whereas this is saying I'm at 28,757 if this value is, if the values are correct. Now there's some fuel in my vehicles. There's certainly skills, and the other thing to keep in mind too, okay, the object value is not counting the markup. So this is without markup. So this is a minimum. This is why I like to use the markup into it, because the total object value all of a sudden will go up to 28,938, even though it's showing 1050 here. Is that including markup? I'm not too sure. No. See, that goes with that. So so let's say for the sake of argument, I'm about 150 off with the PED here. But I'm going to go with the total object value. Oh man, how do I want to figure this one out? Okay, let me just figure this one out for a second here. Let's take 28,938. I can't even calculate all the markup because all of the markups aren't correct. So let's take the 28,938 and how am I going to do this? $10.50 says total object value. It's about the same. What am I at? $9.50 right now? I'm losing track of everything here. Total PED value $8.97. Yeah, this gets a lot more confusing. So let's just say this, okay? And like I said, because the way the sheets are, trying to get it from their information system onto yours is a little bit difficult. And I got a programming background too. As if anybody who's followed me with RTS will know, I've got the programming background. Unfortunately, I have to get the formulas set up in a certain way. I've done some incredible things with sheets when it comes to RTS, for example, which is the train simulation side of things that I do. But to try to get that value, I'm just trying to work my head around the math here. So let me just do this, and I will quick deal with that. 897 is what it's saying. What Entropia says. Okay. Estimated PED. Estimate markup CLD. Okay. Well, there's the difference right there. $27.6, $28.6. Let's go through some of the markups and I'll show you what I mean. So what's happening is, see what I mean? This is the markup percentages. So you're looking at an Atrox bone. Well, that's a bad example. What's something where the markup really enhances it? Oh, I know what I can do. How about we try this? I'm going to put a field here called potential. Okay. Now keep in mind some of these values are a little bit skewed. So I'm going to put a potential value. So what that is, it's going to be I'm going to take N2 minus M2. That ain't it. Oh, yes it is. Let me see. Yes, it is. That don't right. That doesn't look right. I don't like how it does that. 17, 16, 15.1. That ain't right. I don't like how. See, there's another issue right there that I'm seeing. Okay. The way Sheets does it, because I'm copying text, it thinks it's a text, so I have to use the value formula. And this is what this is. This is what this thing is over here. See where it says value? I gotta go in and I gotta get the value of the text. So in potential, what I want to do here is, I think, although it seems to be able to do it with the markup for some stupid reason. I don't know, but let me just go with the value of M2. I'm going to do value of both of them. Jeez. See if this improves it. That doesn't. Jesus, Murphy. Oh, man. I like Sheets better. I don't think I like this one. Hey, there we go. Never mind that value thing. Hang on a second here. Let's see if this improves it. That's better. See, of course, we got that 27,610 in there, but that's okay. Estimated markup gain. So what Entropia says, estimated PED. So I'm going to do a sum of everything in 02 to 098. That's better. Now we're getting somewhere. And again, it's going to be give or take because the formulas are still not calling up everything that's in the values, but so now I got this potential gain field. Okay. What the potential gain field is showing is what it could potentially gain in list more than what its listed value is. Now, of course, Calypso Land Deed automatically is in there because it's listed as 0. Diluted Sweats, I don't even have a ped worth, so it's no big deal. Exitors, Tooths, all that stuff, that's not big deals. I got the Imperium Spec Lancer, so, as long as it's in fairly good shape. Right now I got it at 28, or no, at 20. Is it still showing up as a 20? Oh, I keep on, I guess I've been treating it pretty good. I'd like to know what that one vehicle is, though. I'm really curious as to that, because I have no idea. I haven't purchased any vehicles lately. This one does a minus 50. I don't know why. Oh, because I got a 0 in there for... Oh, well, okay. So I got a negative in there for some reason, but the Omegaton A101, for example, that's got 18 ped, but you sell that thing off and you got a markup of about 188 ped when you put it on the market and it sells. And they go. And you can even cut, if you really need the ped real bad, you can cut a deal and give it to somebody for a bargain. It'll go. So yeah, there's those potential gains everywhere, which is really cool. So when I do the U.S. value there, of course, that brings me down to $2,903. As you can see, that really puts me back up. You can see this thing has been climbing. Over here, I was at 96. And of course, keep in mind, the Calypso Land Deeds weren't being calculated in these portions here. This was only for the objects. So, I've really gained about 35 ped since I started recording this in June. And I'm slowly getting back what I've had in it. Now, of course, like I said, I'm getting about 5 ped automatically. 5 ped's coming back automatically because of the Calypso Land Deeds, because of stuff just sitting there. And in some cases, like tonight, I had a little bit of a loss. No big deal. You play a few times a week, and then all of a sudden you get some globals. You have your wins and you have your losses. Lately, I've been finding, though, that, like I said, these are going higher. If you look at here, this was see, I was losing a little bit here, and then of course the Calypso Land Deed, that brought things up. The ped balance went down. I don't even know if I have 250 ped. I could have a little bit more, a little bit less, but give or take, everything's in pretty good standing. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to end this, because I've gone way overboard as far as this. I have to improve on the whole side. Some of this, you're looking at, okay, well, you said you had 30,000 invested and you only got 29,000. Keep in mind, I can almost guarantee you I spent about 300 in markup on different things just to get things going. Now, of course, there's the gain to put it back onto the market. But some of the things, just to get going, you lose in markup, you lose in value. You hunt things that are way out of your league. You do stupid things. I remember one of the first times I had a vehicle, I drove it around and was exploring everywhere and thought, oh great, I don't have to hunt, I can just explore and have fun exploring. And then lo and behold, I got blown out of driving because of this robot that was sitting there that didn't like me being there, and he just destroyed my vehicle. So, I mean, it was I think it was one of the freebie vehicles from the beginning, but so you make a lot of mistakes. I remember this being at a low value at one point, so I'm not too worried about that. I figured I was still at a bit of a loss. Then I was thinking, well, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm actually up there. But once you get all that ped is starting to flow, and then you know you hit your universals. You don't do stupid things either. I even made a few mistakes recently. I got a certain weapon I was using that was way out of my it wasn't what they call an eco weapon. So, you know, I ended up losing quite a bit of value for that. So, anyways, I'm gonna cut this short. I gotta take a look at this video once it goes up. Hopefully everything's okay. Hopefully the bulk of the video went okay. Because I know I was going in and out of the game as well as this, so I wanted to make sure that everything made sense. I didn't want to put any of my personal information other than my username, my regular name, whatever. I don't care. I could care less if people know who I am. They're not going to find me other than online. So, but this keeps on going, and this is, I mean, it's a game, it's entertainment. I pay for the entertainment. So you can look at it that way, but it's quite a bit of entertainment. I mean, the hours I played for free, really, despite the fact having some money in this game. You say $3,000, that's a lot of money. Just keep in mind in the background. And I probably will put more money into this, just to have that income stream going in the background. But I'm not going to go crazy. I'm not going to go buying stupid weapons. I'm not going to go buying all things way over my head. And the thing you got to be careful of is if you get into like who I'm hunting right now. The things that I'm hunting, the location I'm at right now is great for my skill. Emmett and I, my son, we were in an area where we were hunting, what was it, Convivos or something like that? Or whatever I can't remember what the hell they were called. Yeah, I think, Convivos. And they were great for us. They were giving us pretty good wins, but we never were hitting we were never hitting the universals on them, or the globals, actually, universals. We weren't hitting globals on them. We were getting, some pretty good payoffs for what we were at, but we weren't hitting the globals. Tonight I already hit a global. I still ended up making a loss because it wasn't really a profitable run. It just didn't work out. And it's not supposed to, because the game's supposed to make money. You got to remember, you're playing in a casino. This is still a casino. All those globals that come up on the screen are like the jackpot bells. So you hear those things go off, and everybody gets excited and thinking, ooh, got to throw more coins in. The difference between this and the casino is it's actually... I have fun at the casinos, too. I haven't been to one in a while. And I know they're addictive. This game can be addictive. But, you set yourself certain limits, like I did tonight. I had enough ammo or whatever. I could have gone in and I could have gone like 2 more hunts worth of universal ammo, because I wanted to get that global. At the same time, you got to repair the damage. You got to consider all those things. You got to consider, well, maybe you have to buy another weapon, which those are fairly cheap weapons. But eventually, you go up levels, and then you have to buy more expensive weapons if you want to kill those things. So you got to consider those expenses. So it teaches a lot about real world economics. Believe it or not, I kid you not on this, because you look at supply and demand. You look at why this summer all of a sudden my ped flows are starting to show really good gains, and these are weekly. These are like having this is like having a stock that goes up in value about 10% a year, and then you have your payouts on top of that. So the value of the CLDs are going up, and so is it's almost like you're getting the value of the stock, plus you're getting your dividends. So it's a pretty good little thing going on. And again, they were going to 1900 earlier. So you had a Calypso land deed. I got it at CP times 15. What do I have it at? 1840. I'm going to just put this in 1900 for a second. I'll show you the difference. Watch this, how this changes. Let me just put this in 1900. I don't think I'm there right now because for the week, but let me just put it at 1900 for the month and see what happens. See, all of a sudden you're at 28,500, And wow, you see what I mean? Now all of a sudden you're almost at your 3,000's almost right there. You know what I'm saying? So it could be that high. I don't know. I'm going to undo that change though, because I'm not going to go with those. I haven't updated the markups on a lot of these things as well. So like, I don't know what some of these go in markup because I haven't gone in. I haven't tried to see what some of these are worth. Like this material efficiency component. Well, that ain't much, but you know what I'm saying. There's a lot of things in here I haven't checked. The regeneration chip, I don't know what that is. It's got a PED value of 13.72. Well, what if it's worth 300% like this thing here? I mean, that's a paint can, but... And how come I'm not even seeing the potential gain here? What's going on here? Oh, okay, I already hit the markup. Something's wrong there. See, I don't even have the markup in here, you dork. What am I doing? Where's my markup? That ain't my markup, you dork. See, my formulas are all screwed up. Oh my god. What did I do? Okay. Hang on a second here. Hang on a second here. What's going on here? I knew I was a little bit higher than that, because I looked at the markups before and I thought, holy cow. Okay, so I'm back at the... Let's just check this out for a second here, because I think something's screwed up. Okay, that looks about right. Markup. Okay, so there's your potential gains there. That makes sense. So I'm going to do some copying here, because I think some of these are way out. That don't matter. That thing, that matters. Says we're at 1840. I think we're around at least 1850 by now, but anyways, I'm not going to mess around with it. So my markups are a little bit off. At least some of them were. Like this one. A foul bone. See, it's 26. Now that don't mean much in that, but there was one of them in here that had quite a bit. That I gotta do something different. I'll come back to that one, because that's wrong. What happens is sometimes you have a markup on a limited item, and then you have these other items that are unlimited, like that one, and I don't have that formula in there correctly. So I'll come back to that. Oh yeah, I have it right here. Okay, so that's it right there. So see, when I go to the face guard, see, there's a gain right there. Perfect. Alright. And some of the things that I've sold off or no longer have anymore, or, you know, I don't know why I got rid of some of the things, but I did. The other thing too is if it's not worth putting to the market, you can just put it to the trade terminal and put it to PED too. So because sometimes there's fees involved, so you don't want to mess with fees. There is auction fees, so you gotta consider that. Like regen, I don't have value on those. See, there's a percentage right there. Even that one is wrong. Okay. Yeah, 14. 3.74, that's right. Okay, I'll put that up to 12, which is no big deal. No, I want that one, which is right. Don't have anything for those yet. I had one that was negative earlier. I don't know what I did with that one, but so I think we're okay now. So yeah. So it says 290421. So this is off by a little bit of what Entropia says and what my sheet says. So a little bit of a difference there, no big deal. But generally what we're looking at right now is peanuts. I make them up. I make that up in no time flat, considering how long. I haven't had the land deeds that long, as you were seeing from before. So when the purchase or whatever was made. So, yeah. So I'm gonna end this for now. Anyways, hopefully this was enjoyable. Like I'll do more of these. This does take bandwidth, so hopefully everything worked out. Like it, subscribe, comment, give me feedback as far as, you know, suggestions you might have, or things you might have some ideas that you want to share, and I'll try them, and if they work, I'll put them in another video or whatever, and we'll share it again. So anyways, that's all for now. We'll talk to you later.